Hello there, friends. Sergeant Host Eric here with Type Police. I'm back here with Corporal Amber, and we pulled over another perp. We got the perp beneath the Type Police badge as usual, and we'll unveil the perp's identity after we play this exciting theme song. Try as you might, you just can't hide, 'cause you're mistyped. And I've been waiting to pull you over all night. Type police, type police. Please pull that guy over. He says he's INTP, but seems extroverted, sensing to me. I think he's ESFP or Type Police. Welcome back to Type Police. Let's see what we got. His name is Ben Vaserlan.
And we're live. There's my Leon. You know, you can tell what Leon's doing. You have senses. There's the book. There's the link on the wall. Woman Arena on Lulu. And we're going to. In fact, Leon, while I put, you can play some stuff while I go and get these green and slides on. Yeah, he doesn't do requests, folks.
Bradley might be,
right,
Bradley.
So we're not doing Model V yet. We're going to go to the beginning, and we're going to be talking about the role function.
Yay!
Right then. Role function. So, externality. It's externality. Leon, are you tinkling away? Breaking my concentration.
Okay, yeah. Continue.
ADHD tendencies. So the idea is that we're all introverts. We're all reserved, and the idea is that we have greater scope of use for all of our introverted functions because it's part of our general introverted attitude. So. And for this one, this is minimum energy. This is like just enough to get basic stuff done with the role function. I'll go on to the launcher later on. And can you please remind me that I should go back to this graphic to explain what the launcher function is once I've gone through.
To go back to this page?
Yeah, to go back to this one, the first slide after I've done the role, because what I should have done is I should have duplicated this and then put it again. In fact, what I could do is I could do that now. If I zoom this in, you could read that through in the role box and let us know what you think it means whilst I duplicate the graphic.
Okay. You want me to read this, the role?
Yeah, read it out loud because you're an advanced typological person and you can tell us what you think.
Okay, so role number one, the function that is trained the way an athlete is trained by a coach or an actor is rehearsing his part, hence the usual name role function. Just like an athlete needs to keep training to maintain muscle mass, so a person needs to keep training this function or it will lose effectiveness. Such as your type, Ben, I need to keep monitoring their own behavior to stop going into bad habits such as interrupting. And so I'm so becoming more INFP, I guess. In a dual relationship, the TI NE's role FI is trained by FE SI's control FI. Okay, I have to think about the last thing about the being FI SI's FI FI training your FI up.
Yeah, it trains it up in the dual. So the idea being that, say with ESFJ, that they would, for example, they have the control FI, and so it's like they have a lot of information for FI stuff, but they don't value it. So it's sort of like, well, if you do this and if you do that, I know it's a choice, I know it's not, I don't really. But it's like they give the information to the other person.
So they give you advice with it.
Yeah, and it would be, say, and ESFJ's role function is TE. Yeah. So maybe INTP would say to ESFJ, well, you could do this, you could do that. You know, because INTP has lots of ideas for TE stuff, but not the energy to do it. Well, you can try this, you can try that. And then that's the sort of ideas for the ESFJ that, as you said, Leon, and I do quote you on this, has the energy of three people, can maybe use and implement those ideas. So it's sort of helping each other out with the role function, with the function that you have a lot of information for, and that you'll tell other people about, but you haven't got energy to implement yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get this in the correct order.
How do you experience it, Ben?
All right, let me pause at 440. It's hard for me to pay attention to the guy because I'm trying to parse through all that fairly dense socionic stuff. And I get especially thrown if they if they use socionics numbers, you know, instead of just their slot names. They use the slot names, fine, but if they use socionics numbers as well, then I don't remember what socionics number 5 is. It's a different number than MBTI number 5, and then I get all lost in that thing. What do you read on this guy?
I don't think that anything he has said is inconsistent with INTP. I see NE. I see a little bit of FE. Granted, he's having people read what he's already got typed up, but as far as I know, like, that's stuff that he put together.
He's having other people read what he's typed up. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You think that's 4th slot FE?
I don't know. I don't know what I would even do with that.
I mean, I might do that in class with students. I mean, students in class, I might have them read what I write out loud, you know. But I don't think I'd do that in a situation like this. Maybe I would. I don't know, if it's intended explicitly to be a teaching thing, these people are here explicitly to learn, then I guess.
Well, I think he's trying to make sure that everyone participates, so that they're not just sitting there. That's the vibe I got.
I see. So do they have an express purpose there?
Not that I'm aware. Not that I gathered.
Do you think that's indicative of 4th slot FE?
I think he's got 2 people of the types he's discussing in the video.
Oh, I see. So is he going to ask them questions about how that works for them or something? Or
I believe
what's
so.
the video called?
It's INFP and INTP.
Okay. Well,
And the first guy did say he was an INFP, so
that's the type tips guy, right?
the second guy with the headphones on. Well,
The non-lady. Non-Ben Vaserlan and non-lady. That dude. Is he the type tips guy?
I don't know if he did or they've just told themselves.
No, I mean, I think he's the guy who makes the channel type tips.
The guy in the middle?
Yeah. Maybe not. Okay.
I don't.
Okay, so let's let him go a little bit while longer. I'm gonna listen to him for a little while longer, but I'm gonna try to pay attention to him now instead of what he's saying.
Okay, sounds like a solid plan.
How do I experience it?
Yeah.
You're talking about the role function.
You're right.
Well, I will get to that in a moment. And what I'm going to do is, just to make sure that I don't get confused with this and I know where I am, on this second graphic, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the flipping thing in half so that I know it's focused on the launcher. And it's going to be there, it's going to be focused. And I'm actually going to do it with this one, so you can actually see it live on air that this graphic is going to get cut in half and it's going to be there. Has it changed? Yes, it's changed. No, oh no, I made a mistake. No, that should be up here. Then I'll be all right. That's launcher. This one, we're on the role function. And it's still part of the social adaptation block. And I'm actually regretting that I did that now. And so I'm going to go back to this and I'm going to undo that thing and I'm going to save it and let's see what happens. And it should go back to that. What about the other one? Is the other one still cut in half? Probably, but that doesn't really matter. Right then. So this is pandemonium. We don't know what we're doing. Right, so role function. So my theory about this is that it's part of the same overall mindset. And so if you are an introverted judging type, and by that I mean I little j. So I big P in Kersey. Meaning that if you lead with a judging function and you're introverted, so you're leading with TI and FI, the overall attitude is you're subjective and you're rational. So that means you're always trying to rationalize things. And so you're going to have an overall preference to do it in a feeling point of view. But the way I see it working is that as soon as you think about it, you're using TI. You have the urge, the ethical, like the moral compass that takes you in a certain direction, that leads you in a certain direction. You have those feelings, and then you think about those feelings and rationalize them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And if you're INFP, you see how those feeling-based thinking fits in with your overall system, and because you've abstractified it with the NE, so you can see that you've gone from a feeling.
Any chance you think this guy might be an ENTP?
What was that?
I paused at 724. Any chance you think this guy might be an ENTP?
Yeah, I can see it. I tried to jump. There was a point where he said that he was going to discuss how he experiences the role function. So I tried to find where that might be. Did not locate it. I was hoping, like, maybe if we heard him describe how he experiences a function.
Well, let's jump ahead randomly to 4242.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to push play now.
Yeah, but it's also, I said it at our last video, that I really don't have this strong need to see all of my ideas in practice or see all of my goals in practice and in reality, because for me it's important to have them in my mind as an image. I really don't need them to manifest physically. So it's probably also connected to this poor discipline, because for me it's enough if it's only in my mind. So it can look like I don't have any discipline, but I'm not even interested in actually make it real in reality.
So before I ask you, Leon, to go through the same question, what we can see here is Victor getting his shots in to classical socionics. Like, he literally puts, this is the official definition. He's literally taken a shot at Model A in his actual definition of TI plus.
What was it like? Because it was defined by, socionics was created by ENTP, right? So that's TI plus, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I supposed to read it now? Okay. So we have TI plus or plus L. Is the logic of uniform structure, securing the structure that has been proven to work while considering all other structures incorrect.
What's that chick supposed to be? I thought it's 4424.
I thought initially that she was there to represent INTP, but maybe they're both representing INFP. I don't know. I didn't hear what she said when they had the TI-FI graphic up. It's tough because he's playing host, and a lot of it is reading this material, so you're not really getting a sense of. I think TI, I see NE. I couldn't tell you what's where.
Right. I mean, but I think it's probably TI Dom, because this is just it's just so much TI. There's not really any humor going on here. There's not really any, I mean, it seems very on point. I mean, the thing is, I could be on point sometimes too, but, like, if you look at his channel, it's all about this stuff, right?
Yeah, entirely. And it's all organized the same way, with these graphics that go through all the functions and where they're placed and the models that are used.
Well, it's a little dry for me, I think. I don't know. It's I just can't really imagine watching it, but this isn't YouTube police. I bet there's some good information in here. Like, I don't doubt that I would learn some things if I watched some of these things, or at least pick up some concepts that I found useful and stuff like that. But it's just so dry. It's like taking a class, and it doesn't sound like it moves particularly fast.
I think he's INTP.
I think so too. Okay, Mr. Ben Vaserlan, you're free to go. You know a lot about socionics. Have a nice evening. Try as you might, you just can't hide, 'cause you're mistyped. And I've been waiting to pull you over all night. Type police, type police. Please pull that guy over. He says he's INTP, but seems extroverted, sensing to me.